Hey guys, Tim here from Chasing Trails Outdoors and welcome to the show. If you like the content of our channel, please hit the subscribe button. Remember, everyone who is subscribed to the channel will have a chance to win one of our great prizes in the 1,000 subscriber contest. Now, let's get back to the show. Hey guys, Tim here from Chasing Trails Outdoors. With me always, Joe from Cub Creek Camp.
Hey everybody.
We are out doing a little trapping today. I've never trapped. Joe's a trapper. We just set a trap. We'll show you some video from that here in a second. But we got the old 20 gauge just in case we see a rabbit or a partridge. But more or less just a lot of walking in the woods, setting traps. And Joe is going to explain to us some of his trap settings.
Tim, we're doing some trapping today. Deer season is done. Nothing much left to do now except do some trapping. So.
How was your deer season?
Well, it kind of stunk, but you know, it was good. I got lots of pictures though. That's always a good thing. So,
but you're very successful as a photographer.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and today we're setting up for marten and fisher. We're up in the Harcourt area. Yeah, got an old box up there. We're gonna set up a chunk of beaver meat and a trap, and then we'll come back and check next week here. So. What I'm doing, I'm wiring my bait in the boxes so that way they just can't come up and steal the bait. They have to really gnaw at it, and that's when they set the trap off usually. So when they're gnawing at it and their tails are moving and stuff like that, inside to grab it, then they're setting the trap off, and that's when they'll get caught. You always grab your trap from the bottom like this. Make sure your safeties are on at all times. Set your trap like this. So the animal has one way in through those gates. So make sure, watch yourself. Put your safety on. There, then you're good to go. Okay, take my safety off now. I'm ready to put it in. Take my two guards. Trap inside the box. What I do, I clamp on here. So, that way there, if I catch anything and the trap pops out, the trap, catch anything and the trap pops out, is going to be hanging right here. So it ain't going to be touching nothing. The fur won't get damaged or in any way. Make sure the safeties are off, ready to go. Okay, put a little bit of lure in there. And what I'm using beaver caster, beaver lure. I just take myself a little stick. I just put it on top. Right on top of the box, right here. There. And it'll smell that. The marten or the fisher will run right up the tree, into the box, grab that piece of beaver meat, and then boom, that's it.
Oh, you broke it open, eh?
Yeah. Check and see if you see a box on the ground. blind. And you walk right through it. We're gonna walk around in the grass and follow the sands right in. Always the best way to go is the easiest way to go, right? So an animal's the same thing as a human. The easiest way, I'm gonna follow that way. So here a mink, I'm gonna follow the creek here. I'm gonna hop in the pipe probably or on top. Jump down, follow that water, and boom, right into my set, hopefully. Go move on to the next one.
At least you didn't put us through a swamp this time.
Hey. I gotta go where the critters are. Here it's full of rabbits and birds in here. So.
Let's hope we see something.
It's fun trapping, eh?
No, never really been my cup of tea.
No?
I don't mind. It's not something I do every day. Maybe rabbit snares, but that's just because I want to eat rabbit.
What I'm using for this is a 160 Connie Bear. You can use 120 Belials. They're legal, 160 and up. You have to make sure you have a legal trap, because you don't want to set an illegal trap, because that would be against the law. So trapping in New Brunswick is very regulated, and you have to follow the rules. So what I do, I open the prongs like this. So I'll show you what it does here, how this works. Careful. And the animal will come in like this, and it'll stick his head in there, and then that's it for him.
See that. So, oh, powerful enough it snapped the branch. And look at that.
Straighten it out a little bit. So, she'll still kill though, instantly. This breaks the spine, breaks the neck, crushes the skull.
Yep.
You know, there's nothing. Oh, don't put your fingers there, buddy. One little slip up and there she goes. She'll be barking all the way home. He'll be bitching at me.
Joe.
See how I put the springs up like that, it locks it in its place and it puts it on the bottom so that trigger can pop open.
So Joe and I finished up a few more sets and headed on home. I won't lie to you, I was getting curious about what we might catch in his traps, but it would end up being 2 weeks before I could make it back up to find out.
This one. We'll move on to the next one. In New Brunswick here, Fisher and Martin are very few apart. So you could set for 3 weeks and you'll never even catch one. But if you don't set, you don't catch for sure. So that's my opinion. See you down the trail. Oh, yeah, really ate him up, huh? This is considered a bait robber. Oh, a nice weasel, huh? Fresh too. Still, it's not even frozen.
You get a lot of weasels in here? Or?
Well, That's what you'll get. You better chance of getting one of those than you will a fisher or a martin. Last year I had a guy that set the week before the season. So, I mean, it's hard already enough. There's not enough as it is, and then you got guys poaching it, you know, so it makes it really, you know, I'd more or less do it for the love of the sport, and, you know, I just love being out in the woods, and, you know, if I make a catch in the season, I'm very happy, you know, but it's not, I don't do it for the money. So basically, I just set my trap in there. Oh, make sure there's still bait left. Yeah, so I'll take the old one off, and I'll put the new one in. All good for another week. We got one more week left on this side of the road, so. Next Saturday I'll come and I'll take all these traps out for next year. So put them away until next year. So that's a pretty good catch. You don't get away from that. So it's still nice and fresh too. So. All right. Nothing's been around. We'll leave the bait. We'll come back next year and set again. I had them on camera back in here, so I mean, I know there's some around. Just like I said, with people poaching and them being few and far between, so that's how you set off a trap.
Joe,
this is how you know you're a good trapper, huh? You don't just get one squirrel; you get two in the trap at the same time.
Holy cow! Are you sure there's the three there?
No, there's only two.
No. Oh yeah, no, I got this. What do you think of that there, Joe?
I think that's
What does that bring on the market?
25 cents.
So far this morning, we have been very lucky with the few catches that we got. The temperatures were unusually warm for mid-December, and it was a great day to be in the woods. However, our day was about to take a change for the worse. So it's been 2 weeks since we set up the bait sites, or sorry, not the bait sites, but the trap lines up here. Joe's been up a couple times checking them throughout the course of the 2 weeks. As you saw, we got a weasel in one, a couple of squirrels in another, and then we hit the trail here across from his old camp.
You show up and your trap is gone. God only knows, we might have had a fisher or a martin in here, and now we're empty. Sold my traps last weekend, eh?
Yep. Definitely cut. That was the location of Joe's second box. This one also is missing. Trap is stolen out of one box, and the box is gone completely out of the second. We took a little scan around the area just to make sure maybe a bear or something might have got into it. Nothing. So this can only be frustrating. Joe, I know this has been
It's been a disappointing day, I'll tell you right now.
Yep.
You get a bunch of sets out, you do all this work, and then you get some idiot that comes along and decides it's all his and he's gonna take anything he wants.
Well guys, we are all done for the day. Joe and I here, we went out, checked the trap lines that we set last 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And we had 2 red squirrels in one trap.
And an ermine in another.
Ermine, yeah, a weasel. Beautiful.
Yeah,
nice.
beautiful little fur. So.
Yep. And the unfortunate part is, we got up to the second set of traps that you had, and sure enough, the plague of the thief in New Brunswick hit your trap line.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Eh? It's cheaper to steal somebody's traps than it is to pay for it yourself. So I mean,
yeah, that's just so wrong, and
it's disgusting. I mean,
so,
you work so hard for your stuff, and you only catch every here and there, not every time, and then you get there and you caught a thief. That's one of the best things.
So to those up in the Harcourt area, keep an eye on your stuff. There's thieves up and about up there. So, but anyways, guys, great time, Joe.
Still had a fun time. Yeah, it was a great day. We saw a
time.
partridge and no rabbits though today, but keep trying.
Keep trying, exactly. So thanks for watching Chase the Trails, guys. Don't forget about the 1,000 subscriber giveaway we've got going on, and hopefully we'll see some more action from the bait, from the not the bait sites, but from the trap lines as the season progresses. We'll see what else Joe has going on out there.
We'll see you down the trail, folks.